I am very easily distracted. I'll be working on a project, or a video game, or a sandwich, and then all of a sudden a thought pops into my head. It could be, I wonder how much a better computer would cost. Or, hold on a second, does this place in Fallout 4 actually exist? Or, what even is mayonnaise?
I'm always thinking. Sometimes I'm even overthinking. And if you're not familiar with that concept, Analysis Paralysis is the title of the video that I did last time, which you can find up here or at the end of this video.
These threads start to appear, and slowly I start to follow them. One thread leads to another, and so on.
What are you? It's frustrating because sometimes feeding that distraction, feeding your curiosity can really help you finish a task at hand, but other times just distracts you completely and gets you completely off topic.
Its effects can be disastrous. I end up lost both mentally and, yes, sometimes physically.
Distractions, for the most part, are unavoidable as far as what you can't control. But as far as what you can control, here are some things that I've learned that have helped me mitigate and sometimes prevent distractions altogether.
Number 1, journal. Journal your thoughts so they're written down and somewhere you can access them.
Journaling has been incredibly helpful for me, but like most things, starting big is often not a wise move. So my suggestion is to start small.
Write down short thoughts you may have in your phone or on a notebook that you keep with you. That way, if you have a sudden thought about something, write it down, and then go back to whatever you were doing. Then your thought has been saved, logged, put away so you can visit it later. But you can continue doing what you're doing.
They sure are.
Number 2, shut off your phone.
A lot of the time, a source of distraction is my phone. It could be anything from messaging someone that I was just thinking about, or it could be Googling something or anything that we talked about before.
So it's helpful for me to put my phone away during this time. I shut off all notifications, I put it on airplane mode, I put it on do not disturb mode, but the most important measure that I take when I'm avoiding distractions is when I put my phone away. Put as much friction between you and your distraction as possible.
At home, I keep my phone in a little box behind me. We go back there? Yep. Nice.
It's all about putting as many steps in the way as possible for me so that there is friction for me to get distracted.
You don't have to do this continuously, all the time, frequently, what have you. And I know that some people don't have the luxury of being able to put their phone away. So this next step is for you.
Number 3, schedule time to work, but also time to be distracted. I've found that setting aside time to work and time to be distracted is very, very helpful. And this can vary. Sometimes I'll put time on my calendar and inform my coworkers that I'm doing deep work.
Hey, I'm gonna go do some deep work real quick. Right on, brother.
What I found is that anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes is a good time for me to get into the flow of things.
There has to be some space between what I was doing then and what I'm doing now. This is the switching costs that you might have heard of, and I'll talk about those in another video.
If 60 to 90 minutes is aggressive for you, I also recommend trying out the Pomodoro technique, which is essentially doing work at 25-minute intervals with short 3 to 5 minute breaks in between. Once you do 4 intervals of 25, take a longer break, 15 to 30 minutes. Number 4, pushing out the distractions with sound.
Listening to music is what has tended to help me focus. I'm not sure if it's like the white noise effect or if it's just kind of like taking me out of my brain, but it's been immensely helpful.
Having music in the background kind of mutes the deafening silence.
Can you keep it down, please? Sorry. Thank you.
If I can listen to music, I listen to instrumental music. I don't choose music with lyrics because then I start to think about the lyrics that are being said and what they mean and whatnot.
Cause you're not good at what you do. Oh yeah, quit. I said just quit. Do it right now, quit.
I recommend post-rock. I love listening to bands This Will Destroy You and Explosions in the Sky. Really great for writing and other sorts of tasks like that. You can also check out video game scores because those scores are written with the intention of having the player do something, like accomplish a task. And then there's always the movie scores.
Sometimes, when enough of those things go right, it feels amazing.
It could be one of the techniques that I talked about, or it could be several. You might have heard it called deep work or flow or something else.
One thing to remember, though, is that sometimes distractions truly are unavoidable. When you catch yourself being distracted, remember to be aware of it and then forgive yourself as soon as you can.
I struggle with that concept a lot. I get caught up comparing my life to someone else's. I look at what they've done, I look at their results, and it's really tough to, remind yourself that, hey, this thing that this person made, it didn't just happen all of a sudden. They had their own trials and tribulations that they had to go through. Everyone gets distracted. Everyone has other things that they have to do. Everyone has life that happens to them. And I want to go deeper on this topic of comparing yourself to others, but I'll save that for my next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already and you think that I could bring you value, please subscribe. And let me know in the comments down below if I can do better, or if you have options that you go to when you get distracted, or anything that I didn't talk about here. I really want this to be a discussion and not just, me talking to a camera. I'm talking to you, so let me know, and I'll see you next time. I actually wrapped this up pretty well. Oh, there's more layers. Haha.